Hi, good afternoon. I will give you some very basic and brief information as we know it now, and we will set up regular press briefings as appropriate. Just after 9:30 this morning, Newtown Police received a 911 call for an emergency at the elementary school. Newtown PD, upon obtaining information as to the stature of the situation, contacted the Connecticut State Police and requested assistance from state police and surrounding local police departments. On and off-duty troopers responded to the school, and with Newtown Police, immediately upon arrival, entered the school and began a complete active shooter search of the building. That included checking every door, every crack, every crevice, every portion of that school. Our main objective was to evacuate as quickly and efficiently as possible any and all students and faculty in the school. The entire school was searched. That was accomplished. A staging area was set up. The students and staff were put into that staging area, and soon thereafter, the children and staff were reunited with their parents and their loved ones. There were several fatalities at the scene, both students and staff. There's no information relative to that that's being released at this time until we've made complete and proper notification. The shooter is deceased inside the building. There's a great deal of work that is undertaken immediately upon locating the shooter, and that is there's a great deal of search warrant activity, there's a great deal of law enforcement activity both in and out of state to ensure that we cover all the bases relative to that specific individual. Suffice it to say, the scene is secure. State Police Major Crime Squad, Newtown Police Department, Danbury State's Attorney, and many agencies are working together to answer all the questions surrounding exactly what happened. As Mr. Ochoa said, we will keep you briefed, we will keep you informed on a regular basis. We'll put everything out via our website and with these press conferences. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Ochoa right now.
The governor took a call from President Obama a little while ago, who was calling to express his condolences and condolences on behalf of the nation, and pledged whatever resources the federal government can bring to bear to assist the families and to assist in the investigation. We will get you information as soon as we can get the families the information. That's where the governor is. At some point later today, the governor will be here, and we will set up regular briefings. Thank you.
Are all those briefings going to be here?
Again, no questions at this time. I apologize. We will not be able to answer any questions. As I said, the scene is secure. The situation is secure. We will notify you shortly when we will come back for another briefing as quickly as we can.
But you can say that the public is not in danger.
The public is not in danger. That's correct.
Hey, Lieutenant, everything here, right? All the briefings here?
Right here.
How many fatalities are there?
And there you see Newtown.
You've been watching live coverage of a briefing in Newtown, the scene of that school massacre this morning. Governor Malloy, we're told, is meeting with families. His chief concern right now is trying to get information to the families as soon as possible.
The first person you saw speaking there is the governor's chief advisor, Roy Ochoa. He was also joined by Lieutenant Paul Vance, who is the spokesperson for the state police, who said they are right now executing search warrants in and out of state to help get some more information about this crime.
The audio was a bit difficult to hear, so just to recap briefly what was said there, Lieutenant Paul Vance went over the 911 call that came in at 9:30. Help was requested from the state police. Immediately upon arrival, state police began an active search of the building, and their main objective was to evacuate as quickly as possible to get students and staff out of there. They searched the entire school. Lieutenant Vance did confirm fatalities at the scene, as he put it, but he did not give specific numbers. He said no specific numbers would be given until all the families are notified. He did mention that the scene is secure and that state, local, and federal police are all working together on this. Also, that President Obama had called to express condolences to Governor Malloy, condolences from the president himself and on the part of the nation, and that President Obama had pledged whatever resources necessary to help Newtown go forward.
Well, let's go right now to Channel 3's Robert Goulston, who is as close to the school as police will let him get. Robert?
Yeah, Dennis and Denise, you're looking at a live picture of the firehouse as we come over here to the scene, which is down the road there, about 200 yards or so. Right now, as you heard state police saying that the scene is secure, but there is just so much work to do. We just talked to one source who has information from the scene telling us, again, that there were 27 people. That number may actually go up. Of course, there are some people being treated at the hospital. That number may go up slightly, but he was telling us that this shooter went room to room and was actually shooting children and the adults. The person who was telling us this information, they went into the classroom, they see piles of children in the classroom, and they actually just broke down. This is a law enforcement official breaking down at a scene that, of course, is just atrocious. We're going to show you again more of the scene here. People are coming and going. Parents are being escorted in by police as they show up to get information firsthand. People are coming out. The state police just brought in a lot of equipment. They're going to be setting up here for the days to come. But again, this is a very unfolding situation. A lot of information is coming out, but not enough for the parents as they're hearing what happened. But 27 people killed inside. One source telling us that 18 of those people are children, 9 are adults, and that number could actually go up slightly. Some very staggering numbers here as we get more information about this deadly shooting. Back to you guys.
Robert, I want to ask you, Lieutenant Vance said that the gunman is dead inside the school and there's no reason for the public to be in any danger. Do we know anything more about the gunman from your sources?
Yeah, one source telling us that this gunman, we don't have his age. We are hearing from our network that it was a man in his 20s. He was wearing camo pants, and when he came into the school, he must have known somebody in the school because the school does have a buzzer situation for all people coming into the school. So he got into the school somehow. We understand that he had multiple weapons, and he went from classroom to classroom doing the shooting. So this wasn't just one classroom. We are also hearing from one source that they were actually hiding children inside cabinets and things like that as they started hearing the gunshots. Back to you guys.
Just horrifying. Robert Goulston reporting live from the scene.
We'll check in with you a little bit later.
Now, I imagine, Dennis, as the hours go on, we will hear more about the tales of heroism that occurred inside that school. The teachers who stepped up and closed and locked doors and hid children in closets to keep them safe and alive. And there's even some thought, as Bob Orr was saying, that someone may have tripped that PA system in the school on purpose as this dispute was going on between the gunman and the principal to warn the teachers that something was going on and to take action and protect the students.
And there are reports that that gunman was arguing with someone earlier in this massacre before it all started to unfold, and that the teachers and some administrators were meeting in a conference room or classroom or something like that, an office. There are also reports, Robert indicated that there were firings in various classrooms, but that there are reports that the bulk of the murders did take place in one classroom as well.
In one classroom, and we were hearing that it was a kindergarten classroom.
There's one report that one entire classroom is unaccounted for.
Oh, dear.